This weekend's spacecraft landing on Mars was big news, but not just for NASA, also for Aerojet in Rancho Cordova.
They were once again a part of a NASA Discovery mission. Andrew Luria has more now from Rancho Cordova.
As the Mars lander touched down on Sunday, Earth time, nobody was more on the edge of their seats than the folks here at Aerojet, whose propulsion was part of the launch, the journey, and ultimately the landing.
To learn how to be patient, you don't have to be a rocket scientist, but it helps.
No, you got to see what the next thing is and be working on that, and just knowing that you're going to get a payback someday.
From the launch nearly 10 months ago, all the way to Sunday's touchdown, Aerojet in Sacramento was part of nearly every phase of the Pheonix Mars lander's successful trip and safe landing on the Red Planet.
Our Aerojet AJ-10 engine was the second stage engine that boosted the spacecraft out of Earth orbit and on its way to Mars. In the cruise phase, we had 8 engines, small engines, on the spacecraft that provided attitude control and trajectory correction. So we had the 12 engines that did the final descent thrust that lowered the spacecraft to the ground.
But this weekend's outcome was not a given. More than half of Earth's attempts to land a craft on Mars have failed. In 1999, Aerojet was part of the Mars Polar Lander mission that crash-landed upon arrival when the engines were prematurely cut off. This Pheonix Mars lander is that vehicle's twin spacecraft.
These spacecraft are very complex pieces of equipment, and it's very hard to think of everything that could go wrong. So you're always worried that, what was it that nobody thought of?
Once the Pheonix safely landed, their patience was tested again. It took nearly 15 minutes for the message to reach Earth that touchdown was successful. As if that 10-month trip didn't have enough buildup, one of Aerojet's projects is the New Horizons craft, which is 2 years into a 9-year trip to Pluto. As a sign of just how long that can seem, Pluto was still a planet when the spacecraft was launched.
It was a planet. There has been, however, on a disappointing note, a glitch with the Mars orbiter. Delayed plans for the lander's second day of activities. There is word now from NASA that the arm apparently could not move. NASA is calling it just a minor hiccup, but it clearly is a setback in that endeavor.